And we're back for the last, 40-ish minutes of Asana Tower?
Thereabouts.
All right, cool.
And,
so we just talked to the mages, yeah?
Yeah, you just talked to the mages, and basically...
Did we leave yet?
No, not yet, but you've been told that they will help you. They just need to get the coven together the following evening, and then that should take care of it.
Okay. It's just because before we leave,
yes,
she will look like she really wants to ask something.
Yeah, sure. Who is it she wants to ask, or is it just a general thing?
It's more like she looks like she really wants to ask, but she's not. So.
Then Amanda looks over and smiles that blinding smile of hers in your direction and says, you look like you have a million things on your mind and only the answer for half of them.
Well, excuse me if this is rude, and I probably already know the answer, but can Garou learn to, do what you do?
No. Not possible.
She looks kind of dejected, but shrugs. Well, thanks, anyway.
You're welcome.
Does anyone want to do something, or do we just up and leave?
They don't stop you if you up and leave.
Well, I guess as far as Aaron's concerned, and then Aaron stands up, gives them a nod, like a courteous nod.
Yeah.
Says thank you. We'll be checking in tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah. Sure.
And he leaves the way he arrived.
Excellent.
Making sure not to leave his pack behind.
Yeah. Go on, Taryn.
Taryn gets up too. Thanks a lot for your help. And then her face slowly wanders to the wall as she goes by, obviously trying to look at the books without bumping into everything on her way out. Like, whoops, chair.
Connell gets up as well and nods to them. Thanks for the beer. And then he walks out as well.
Yes.
Shiva gets up and says, it was nice meeting you, despite the circumstances.
Yeah. Thanks for the brew.
No problem. See you tomorrow. And as you do so, as you leave, what's her face? Amanda opens her notepad again, or her drawing pad, and a piece of paper tears itself loose, folds itself into a paper airplane, and flies after you until it lands in Connell's hands. You might want the address, she says.
Connell looks back at her and nods appreciatively. That was cool. And then he unfolds the paper airplane and
yeah, there's an address on there.
Cool.
There was this like dunk, ouch from Taryn. She actually almost stumbles over a chair because she was trying to look at a book while still walking.
I'm imagining Taryn like Abdul al-Hashred. Who is that?
No, she's steam engines. Ow, my leg. Ow.
By the way, Connell hands the note to Fenna. You might want to hang on to that. I'll just forget it somewhere.
Yeah.
She stops momentarily, rubs her knee because it hit the right spot where it hurts.
That hurts just to think of.
the right nerve, and then ow, evil chair, ow. I do not like that spirit in that, ow. Popping out on me like that.
So we get out.
Yep.
Yes.
Chilling in an alleyway somewhere.
Shiva suggests heading back to the sept.
We should probably call in. I don't think we're going to be doing much more tonight. Some of you look about ready to collapse.
We could also...
This update. Oh, sorry.
We could update Kat on the phone and just go to bed.
Oh, you have her number. Perfect.
I'd like to speak with her in person.
Oh.
Well, we might as well go, I guess.
Does that really require all of us, though? Fenna
No, I
looks
was
like
just
she's
about to say.
fall over.
It might not, but I think we should stay together.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Going to go alone this time.
Yeah, what? I mean, you disagree?
Seriously. Some of us are absolutely knackered.
Maybe Terran and I could go, then we wouldn't be alone, and you guys could,
That's not
go.
really what I'm talking about. I think, and I'm not the one calling this particular shot, I think you should all stay with either Connell or me, or preferably both of us. Whatever has come to Dublin has just sacked 4 of us. One of them, and a room.
Fine, you go to the set with the others, and I'll follow Fenna home. How's that sound?
Aaron, he nods, like, yeah, okay, I think that sounds good. Just, no one sleep alone until we know what the fuck's going on.
Yes. Only sleepovers for the foreseeable future.
I'll look forward to the pillow fights then.
I won't pillow fight with Fenna. She's fucking strong. Last time she threw a pillow, I fell off the bed.
If I'm strong, you're just too weak.
Hey!
She will start walking.
Yeah, let's go.
You! Oh, Shiva, wait!
Hello.
Hello, Chris.
Hello!
Just make sure you can still hear me.
Yes.
Taliesin, before he goes over to both Connell and Fenna and just says, "Thank you. Thank you both for handling that."
Fenna did most of the talking. She's awesome.
Even so, thank you both anyway.
Mm-hmm. Connell smiles and pats Taliesin on the shoulder. Sleep tight.
I'll try.
Yes.
Then he goes off with the others.
Yeah. And let's deal with that first. So you guys go back to the
Green?
To the green?
Yeah.
Yep.
And presumably we try to find Kat. I did arrange to talk to her afterwards.
Yes, she's still there.
Is she busy or?
She's in the process of explaining something to Francesca, like she promised that she would. But she does when she sees you guys come back, she indicates to Francesca that, you know, break time, and then she gets up and walks over to you.
Still alive.
I imagine Francesca making a.
So we're back.
Good to see you.
Do you have the time to go over tonight, or?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Here or?
No, here's fine. Unless you prefer somewhere else.
No, not really. We met with, we went to the Bleeding Horse. And there we met we had an audience with the Queen.
Yes.
And she has expressed her deepest regret for what has happened, and granted us that every Fae under her domain will help us in this case, so long as we don't misuse that power.
Well, that's generous of her. Very good.
Turn at Simba. Like, go on.
It seemed to go well. She didn't seem, and I think Shiva looks at Aaron. She didn't seem too offended by how we presented ourselves, and It seemed she would like for relationships to continue.
That's good. I'm assuming that you, as you mentioned, that you were the one who did the talking.
She were not.
Good work, then.
I think Aaron catches on to the look and just briefly interjects a clarification, like, I didn't kneel. And then like, apologetically lets Shiva continue.
Shiva looks to Taran. Am I forgetting anything?
That they sent someone to...
Oh, yes, of course. They sent, well, what I assume to be her bodyguards to Tara as an initial force, and she will send more. They seemed very upset to learn that Tara was unguarded.
Good. That's, well, it's not good that it's unguarded, obviously, which, strictly speaking, it isn't, but it is undermanned. It's good to know that they are sending someone. That's definitely, yes, that's definitely good.
Apparently one of them had a spat with Eric, he says, and he kind of looks questioningly at Shiva, because he's not sure he's remembering everything correct.
Yeah, she seemed displeased that you had been made alpha, and
Yeah,
she
she
forbids some tall blue guy from coming here ever,
I see.
on the grounds that he did not get along with Eric.
I think that's probably for the best for everyone included.
If I understood her correctly, she did it so there wouldn't be any bloodshed.
Well, I'm not too surprised that she's not keen on me being in this position, but I suppose I will have to convince her that I'm not as bad as she thinks.
Do we trust her?
You mean you mean Mirren? If we trust her.
Yeah, do we trust the Queen of the Fae?
Do we trust her?
Yeah, do we trust her, boss?
Oh my god.
Stop speaking my lupus's speech impediment. Thank you.
It's that I think... No, we don't. But the ones out at Tara, they do. I think if she ever says that she will help, and she says this to Shiva, I think we can trust that she will carry through on that. They are notoriously fickle, but they do take this ancient bond of theirs with the Fina quite seriously.
With your permission, I'd like to, I don't know, be available for further contact with the Fae.
I sort of planned on letting you handling that from this point onwards. You are well spoken, you are even-handed, and I think, well, seeing as you are Fina, I think you are the right person to do so. And the only other Fina we now have in this sept is Una, and quite frankly, Una can't say 3 words without 4 of them being curse words. I'm not sure that would go down too well at a royal court.
How many nights until she's okay?
Una? Oh, she should be fine by tomorrow.
It looked worse.
It did, but that's why we have someone like me around. I'm helping, tending to her injuries.
I have a feeling Taran's knee is completely blue by now.
Well, unless she's lupus, shouldn't she heal?
She will heal she really did a number on her feet, but I am doing what I can to help with that as well. I do have the spirits on my side after all, so yes, she will be fine, and tomorrow evening at most she will be limping a little bit when she walks, but I don't really expect it. I think she will be back to normal then.
Well, that's
Speaking
good.
of spirits, Taran says, we talk with the mages, which seems like a kind bunch.
Yeah, they're okay.
They heard it, and the name rang with one of them.
Okay.
He, as I understood it, was Scottish.
Oh, Gavin, yeah.
Yeah, Gavin. And he understood that Kenneth MacAlpin was indeed the guy who united all of Scotland.
All right.
And he was one of ours.
I want to not interject here. I want to let Taryn gets to talk, but Aaron looks around for Claws of Ivory or Goobledyblark, whatever the new Silver Fang is called.
Mikael.
Definitely Goobledyglab.
I like Goobledyglab.
Okay, so yeah, he looks
Winter
basically
Dancer.
looks around for those two, kind of to make sure they're not in earshot. If Taryn's gonna go into the whole, oh yeah, and he was a Silver Fang who danced the spiral because Aaron doesn't have the patience to deal with their outbursts.
Fair enough. Well, Dimitri is currently sitting next to Cesar, and from the look on Cesar's face, that is pure torture.
Okay,
Good.
so that feels good. How about Mikael?
Mikael.
Is Goobledyglab. Sorry, but that is the funniest shit ever.
Goobledyglork.
Daniel, could you spell that out in the Roll20 chat?
Absolutely.
That was the funniest shit ever. Seriously, he
He's genuinely charismatic, friendly, and helpful.
Yeah, he is. And that's how
Goobledyglab, please help me.
not gonna go there. I'm seriously not gonna go there.
Anyway,
He is sitting with Nuri, and Nuri has broken out his bronze hookah, which is
hoo-ha.
it's a water pipe. He's sitting there smoking on his water pipe, and Mikhail is trying to figure out how to do so without inhaling half of the tobacco in the process.
Lovely. So they're not in earshot.
No, they're not in earshot, no.
Good. Well,
God.
I don't know why, but that's what it's called. Hookah.
Yeah, but I heard it as hoo-ha, another way of saying
Good
he
grief.
brought out his hoo-ha.
Come on!
People
Yeah.
got beautiful things to
No,
smoke out of.
we're all mature grown-ups.
Yes,
Also, it's late.
clearly we are.
Right now, I completely blacked out there.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, please go on, AJ. I didn't mean to interrupt the flow of what you were saying. I just wanted to make sure we didn't have to deal with them.
Well, for Taryn, it didn't even matter if they were standing right beside her.
It mattered to Aaron.
I would like for everyone to tell me what they have in perception plus alertness again.
3.
Perception plus alertness.
4.
4.
4.
Perception.
I did write that I'm taking after tonight, but 5.
6.
4.
6.
Yes. 6? Holy smokes.
Yeah, but Connell isn't there though. So.
No, Connell isn't there, but no, okay. Well, some of you have 4, that's fine. You realize that you can't see Theodora, and you can't see Eric.
What's Theodora again?
That's the kind of information that's only relevant because you asked us for our stats. It's like, oh, some of us are missing. That's fine. They're just out doing anything. But just because you mentioned perception, everyone's on edge. Like,
No, I'm not
Where
on
are
it.
they?
Just
What
like,
are they
who are
doing?
they again? Strike from hiding. Right.
Strikes. You can't see strikes from hiding. How delightful.
Anyway,
Yes,
where were I? Well, he were one of ours,
I see.
as I were told. He indeed did bring together all of the pretty land of Scotland. And as a Silver Fang, he of course ruled everything over there. He, as Gavin said it, then took himself and his entire pack down the Black Spiral, but not before killing off all his guards, who were all Fina.
I see.
And mentioned something about that it might not be him in his original form anymore, because that's 800 years ago, obviously. But it could be some spirity stuff. And ancestors.
Yeah.
Because
there's a very,
they did speak about a daughter wanting him dead.
I see. What did they suggest, if anything? I mean, that is good information. But hunting around for an 800-year-old guy in Dublin is, unless we're looking for a vampire, of course.
Well, Barbara mentioned she was gonna gather her coven. And she would help us with that coven with some kind of ritual or something. We were to meet up tomorrow because someone had to come from far away.
I see. Well, there is that thing about being 800 years old. I don't actually know if we have any leeches in the city that old. I hope they're not involved in this. In any way.
Well, what was it again?
Could you speak up, Rasmus?
Well, what was it again? When the ones that laugh?
It was when the ones that laugh when dreams become nightmares. When the silver river no longer burns the flesh of she who was lost and who now hides.
Yeah. The ones that could be leeches. Or ghosts.
Or ghosts. Or spirits.
Outside of that, we didn't learn a lot more, I'm afraid.
Can dead people become spirits in the Umbra?
They're different things. But there are such things as ancestor spirits, so it's not a rule without exceptions.
Nothing is, but yeah.
We were thinking about checking in for tonight.
That sounds like a good plan. You've done a lot of work in one night. Everything has been turned on its head. Go get some sleep. Get some rest.
Alright. Likewise, I guess, whenever you find the time. I'm sure you're busy. New job.
Yes. And we shall just quickly pop over to the other two, who are on the way back to, I believe, to Kat's apartment?
Yeah, that sounds likely.
Yeah.
Well, what happens is, and I'm sorry, it won't take very long, Hille, because, yeah, you do sound very tired.
I am.
You almost get there. You have to walk to get from the green to where she lives. You need to go past. What's it called? Trinity College and down over O'Connell Bridge, which takes you relatively close to Temple Bar. And as you get to here, I'm just going to shift ping.
Near Fleet Street.
There you go. Yeah, near Fleet Street. You, yeah, there. You both have this unpleasant sensation that you're being watched.
Then I get the sense that we're not alone out here.
Yeah, me too. Fenna looks around.
It is
discreetly
yeah.
around.
Yeah, it is the center of Dublin, so, and it is a Friday night, but this is at the time of night where the pubs are more or less all closed, which means that it is quiet, as quiet as it'll ever get at this time of night in the center of a European capital. But it's not as if you have to you don't need razor blades on your elbows to proceed through the thick throng of people. And as you look around, you can't actually see anyone or anything out of the ordinary, but you do hear both of you moving down Fleet Street, a laughter. It seems entirely disembodied. And it seems not very, but it does seem familiar.
Is it female?
It's female.
Is it Victoria?
Yes, it is.
I hate that bitch. Connell, I am going to be smart and spend a willpower point because Connell is very tempted to go into probably Krino's form.
To hunt her down.
To hunt her down and rip her to pieces.
Yeah.
But instead he looks at Fenna and says, I guess this means Cat's place out of the question. If we're being watched, we don't want them to lead them right to one of our hideouts.
Yeah.
Any other suggestions?
No.
You know what? Let's find a hotel somewhere and
Wait.
squat in a room.
There are plenty of those. In fact, you're right across the street from one.
Mm.
How about we go through the Umbra?
Oh, sure. And then Connell remembers that he absolutely hates that place. But as good a plan as any.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That could unconsciously.
We find a window.
Yes. Find a window somewhere where there aren't any people actually looking at this time of night, and you go through.
Yeah.
Yes, and you go through. And
Okay.
I'm going to let you do that without a roll this time, because you're just, again, plenty of time to do this. And yeah, you pass through into the Umbra. It's, there is an odd sensation in here. It's a very strange feel. It doesn't look any different than it usually does. It looks the way it should, but it's very quiet compared to normal. It's very quiet.
Oh. This is strange.
Let's.
Now I don't know whether to try to, go where we should go, try and figure out why this is so quiet, or see if I can find Victoria by looking through. No, I want to find. I'm going to see if I can find Victoria.
Yes. So you're going to peek into the real world. You can't find her. You can't see her. She's not there. However, while you do that, and Connell, you had 6 points of perception and alertness, if I remember correctly. Yes. Yep. You can hear a very, very low growl. It's so low that it's almost beneath the hearing range of human beings.
Can Connell pinpoint the location or the direction at least?
Yeah, it's out in you've kind of ducked into an alleyway to go into the Umbra.
Yeah.
It's out in the umbral version of Fleet Street.
Okay, so Connell moves to the corner between the alley and Fleet Street and peeks out.
Peeks out, yeah. You see further down the road a pile of something. It looks like something. Well, for one thing, it looks like something very, very dead. It's been torn to pieces, whatever it was originally. It looks like it was made of chitin, like it was a huge insect or something of that sort. And over it, you see this.
Oh my.
And that is a really good place to stop until next time.
Yay! Cool.
Well, hopefully I'll be less sleepy next time.
That's fine. You've just had a really busy weekend. You guys need some XP, don't you?
We're getting that now, are we?
Yeah, you're getting XP from now.
Oh.
And I'm going to give you slightly shorter today than normal because of various things, but I'll give you 3 XP for tonight.
Oh, cool.
So we have 4 now?
Sweet.
Yep.
Yeah. We have 4 now.
Yes.
We mooched our way back to the one we got before.
Yes.
So we have 4 now.
I must find out what to spend it on.
Or
Cool.
simply save it for now.
I think I'll save it.
I'm gonna save it too. We don't really have downtime to use it anyway.
Well, we'll find out until before next time if anyone has any
Yes.
experience.
The only thing I would say you can't spend it on. Well, you need to have time to train and practice the different things. So gifts, for example, you wouldn't be able to buy with it, but
Makes sense.
not between sessions this time. You'd need a little more downtime. But other than that, we can always talk about that as over the course of the next week.
Sure.
Yep.
Right.
Say, merits were 4 points per freebie point, right?
Yes.
So I could take language.
Yes, you could.
Oh, I might.
Yes.
Right, well,
You've got time to figure that out when you've slept.
Damn right.
Yeah.
So I think we'll call it here. And for the rest of you listening in or watching, you can catch us next time for more A Song of Tara. See you then.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.